There are three models of the LTV, the 1000, the 950, and the 900. The LTV 1000 offers an oxygen blender and pressure control ventilation. The LTV 950 does not have an oxygen blender, but does offer pressure control. The LTV 900 does not offer either an oxygen blender or pressure control. In general, the LTV 900 and 950 are used for home care, while the LTV 1000 is used for other healthcare settings. Let's take a little tour and look at the features of the LTV 1000. The rear panel provides a compartment where the internal battery is housed. You can also see the mounting bracket. This bracket slides into the corresponding bracket on either the table stand or the pole stand. You can also purchase just the dovetail bracket if you'd like to mount the ventilator on a wall or on the back of a wheelchair. On top, there are two eyelets for attaching either the hand strap or the shoulder strap. On the left side of the ventilator is the inlet filter. It is important not to block this filter because this is where the ventilator draws in room air. Above the inlet filter is the oxygen port. The oxygen port accommodates an oxygen hose or a Christmas tree adapter. If you are using high pressure oxygen, the pressure should be between 40 and 70 psig or 2.8 and 4.8 bar. If you are using a low pressure oxygen source, the pressure should be below 10 psig or 0.7 bar. Next, we find the communication port. This port allows downloading of information. The middle port is for attaching a patient assist call system. The top port is for connecting the power source, either electrical power, external battery power, or an auto lighter adapter to power the LTV while in a car. Above the ports is the cooling fan. It is important not to block the fan since it is where the ventilator draws in room air. On the right side of the ventilator, we find the opening for the audible alarm. It is important not to block this opening since the alarm volume would be reduced. Next, you can see three small ports. These are for connecting the exhalation drive line and the two flow transducer sense lines. The exhalation drive line is connected to the bottom port. The two transducer sense lines are non-interchangeable Luer fittings. Note that it is important to orient the sense lines up while the ventilator is operating. Keeping the sense lines up will help keep them free from fluid and debris. For the first minute that the LTV is turned on, a bolus of air is sent through the sense lines with each breath. After the first minute of operation, a bolus of air is sent through the sense lines once per minute. To complete attachment of the patient circuit, connect the end of the circuit to the 22 mm outlet port. The LTV is flow triggered with a backup pressure trigger at -3 centimeters of water pressure. The ventilator will trigger a breath when the flow passing through the flow sensor exceeds the sensitivity setting. This chart shows how sensitive the LTV is. A sensitivity of 1 means that the patient can trigger a breath with a draw of only 16 milliliters per second. A sensitivity setting of 2 means that the patient can trigger a breath with a draw of only 32 milliliters per second, and so on. Note that the LTV has a 10 liter per minute continuous flow through the circuit during exhalation. The LTV can deliver PEEP from 0 to 20 centimeters of water pressure and uses a locking external PEEP valve. To adjust the PEEP, you must press the lock mechanism in while rotating the PEEP valve. Turning the valve clockwise increases PEEP, counterclockwise decreases PEEP. The approximate PEEP level is indicated by small numbers on the PEEP valve and can also be observed on the monitored data screen. Pulmonetic Systems offers a wide variety of disposable and reusable patient circuits and circuit components.